Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is the trade for Join the Future, collecting the 5-issue series published by AfterShock. So it's written by Zack, Kaplan. Piotr Kowalski is the artist. Brad Simpson is the colorist. Hassan Otsmane-Elhaou is the letterer. This series is about, it's a future where, there's big, giant, futuristic cities, and then you kind of got small towns, and the kind of mega corporations with the big, giant cities kind of like tear people out of the towns to try to use the space so they can get more resources and be able to, like, fuel the cities. Kind of the best way of putting it. Gentrification. It's kind of a gentrification sort of thing going on. The story's about a young girl whose town is Clementine is that's what happens to her. Like, the town is torn up, her people are displaced, they kind of forced to go to the city, and she doesn't want to do that. So she wants revenge against the people who've destroyed her family, destroyed her life, and destroyed her town. This is a straight-up Western. It is a futuristic Western in pretty much every sense you can imagine. It plays with the tropes a little bit. It gives you a lot of kind of juxtaposition between, like, futuristic weapons and old school 6-shooter revolvers, horses versus motorcycles, like that sort of thing. Like, there's a lot of small subtle stuff where it's discussing about modernization and whether or not it's better. It's a really interesting underlying themes throughout the entire series that I really enjoyed. And the story itself is just a straight up Western. Like, there is it is a Western in a futuristic setting. There's not really much else like sell it on. Like, it's good. It's really good. I found myself intrigued by Clementine's story. I really liked where everything was kind of taken. There's so much world building to it, but at the same time, things were teased and hinted at, and it made you kind of wonder what else had happened. It's a world that I want to see more of. Like, it's just really well done in a really cool way, and it leaves you in a spot that you want to see more. The story itself is, it's a revenge story. Like, there's nothing that super complicated and that basic plot driving factor. It's the small details of it that really stands out for the comic. There's, and it's going to feel like a spoiler, but not really. There's like an entire scene where Clementine has to debate of whether or not she wants to use the futuristic guns that are out there to go, seek revenge, or stick to her old school 6-shooter. Like, to me, that sums up the series so well. That one small scene, and it's the fact that it's included, and the fact that it's in there is just so smart. It's such a great detail, and it's one of those things that I think adds ton to the story, tons and tons of story, and throughout the series you find things like that. So this is one where things are really thought out and come to page, like it just done on the page, and you kind of have, I don't want to say you have to pay attention, but it's one where you really want to kind of pick up and figure out what's going on. Open up, we get to see the futuristic city and what it has to offer. Join the future. And we compare that to a much simpler town. Gorgeous art. Like, I really dig the art throughout. There's some extras. There's actually a lot of extras in the back. Some sketches of the characters, which I think is really cool. Some cool letters. There's a lot that kind of build into the world in the series, which I think is really neat. I'll give off some of the sketches that are gorgeous. And the trade itself, I think, is beautifully done. Like, it's got a nice glossy front. Not everything is glossy, but it's used to, like, highlight aspects of it. The art on the back, so, like, that's not glossy, but all this is. I think it's again, a small, subtle thing that really makes the trade stand out as well. It's out in comic shops, it's out in bookstores. Go get it. I recommend the series. I think it's really cool. If you like revenge stories, if you like westerns, if you like, futuristic stuff, you'll probably dig the comic. Like, I just think it's really well done, and it's got some really fantastic, interesting themes to it. As I said, out in bookshops, out in comic shops, go get it. We got a link beneath this video. You put in your zip code, it'll tell if a comic shop's near you. no shop, no problem. We do have some affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. We help you help support our site, so thank you. Speaking of support, I want to thank AfterShock for hooking us up with the review copy. We appreciate it, and thank you for watching. If you are into AfterShock, if you're into comics, trades, graphic novels, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.